Hey everybody, thought I'd do a little video for you today, show you how my family prepared smother fried squirrels. It's been part of my life history as long as I can remember, and there's even video of me and my father and my great-grandfather cleaning squirrels and me sitting on a picnic table. I was 3 years old, 1964. But I'm going to do this for you and show you how my family's always done it. This recipe has not changed in any way, and it's always been a way that we've made small game, prepared it. Quail, squirrels, even venison. It's been prepared this way, and it's really good. So I'm gonna get right started in here and show you how we do it. And here we got a mess of squirrels. I got this hunting season, and we're gonna break them down a little bit, make them a little more easier to handle and prepare. I'm gonna cut right through, right above the back legs, and split these in half, just like that. Same thing with the front quarters. We'll cut them up right there, and then we're going to take the rib bones out. We don't need them. That's how we're going to break down these pieces right here like that. Do all these that same way. Alright, now we've got them all cut up into pieces that we can, a little more manageable. We're going to season them with salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. 3 parts salt, 2 parts garlic, 2 parts onion, 2 parts pepper. Get them all seasoned up good, both sides. Then we're going to dredge them in flour and pan fry them just until they're golden brown, but not done. And then we'll go from there with our smother fry and gravy. All good and seasoned up. Alright. Now we're going to get the gravy, get the flour ready. Get them in there. Here's a good thing to save your coffee containers for. Fill it up with flour. Throw your pieces in there. 4, 5, 6 of them at a time. Put the lid on it. Give it a shake. You can do fish the same way. We're going to set these over here. Let them sit for a little bit so that flour can bind good to the pieces of meat. Then we'll get them in the oil here in a minute. Get some more in there. Lid back on. Shake them off a little bit, put them over here on the tray. It helps that flour to stick if you let them sit for a little while. Do that with all the rest of it. We got a temperature gauge going on in our oil right here. We're at 300. We're going to let it go up to about 350. Then we'll start putting our pieces in there and getting them fried up. This old cutting board, I've had this for 46 years. I made this when I was in wood shop in school. Had it for 46 years. Still going strong. Who y'all rooting for the Super Bowl? I think you know who I'm going to be rooting for. Right there. Alright, got our oils up to about 345. We'll start frying our pieces of squirrel here. Got about 1 inch of vegetable oil in here. We'll just do these in batches till we get them all done One more in there. There we go. Right. How's that looking so far? Oop. Take them about 15 minutes maybe at the most. Get them brown here in just a minute. You know what? I think we got a mess of collard greens here in the garden. We can make us enough for a nice mess. Let's cut us some of these too. Now, the best way to get these here, you don't want to cut the whole plant down. Just cut you some of the leaves off. Around there. Which is enough for what you need. Just let them keep right on growing. Like that there. Keep right on cutting till you get what you want. Alright, I think that's a pretty good mess of collards right there. Now we're going to take these and put them over there in that cooler right there. It's full of water. And wash them. Put them right in here. We'll just water those around that water real good. Get any sand off of them. We'll come back to this. Alright, I think it's time to pull these batch out. I'm going to set them right here off to the side. Get our other batch going. Do the same thing. Oop. Come back here. Trying to get away. Alright. I'm going to take this right here. Go with our second batch. One more piece. There we go. Get down in there. Alright, we'll do the same thing with these, just like that. Alright, now we've got all of our pieces are fried up nice and brown. We drained out all the oil but about 2 tablespoons. We're going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt down. Start working all those pieces off the bottom. About 3 tablespoons of flour. Sprinkle that in here. It's going to be our roux. Start our gravy. Want this to get nice and golden brown. Cook all that flour taste out of it. Got this burner on pretty high heat right now. Get that done. We can turn it down just a little bit. Let that cook for a little bit. We'll let that go for a little bit, and we'll continue on with it. Alright, now we've got our roux nice and brown. Now we're going to add some chicken broth. About 1/2 carton. This is 32 ounces. We want to put about 16 of it in here. Because we're going to do the rest of it for something else. Once you bring this to a boil, it'll start to thicken up. You'll start adding some water to it. That's about 8 ounces or so far. gonna bring that all the way up to a boil, and then we'll turn it down. Move it over to another burner so we can do our collard greens on this one. Let that sit there and come to a boil for just a minute. Alright, got our gravy boiling, simmering just a little bit. Now we're going to add in about a tablespoonful of Worcestershire sauce. Maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon. That's really all we need. Give that a stir. Give it a taste, see if it needs anything else. Needs some more salt and pepper. SPG. A little bit of onion powder in there too. That'll fix it up. Oh yeah. Alright, now come over here and take our squirrel pieces, put them right back in. Like this. Put them all down in that gravy. Just like that. Look at there. Oh boy, look at it. Man, don't that look good? Alright, now we're going to move this over onto the grill burner. Turn these two on underneath of it. Put them on low with the lid on. Let them simmer. 45 minutes. While that's going on, we're going to start our collard greens. I'm going to start off with 3 slices of applewood smoked bacon, just cut up into pieces. Just like that. I'm going to put that right in there. I'm going to render that out a little bit, and then we'll add some onions to it. There again, I got this on pretty high heat. Go ahead and get this going. There we go. Got this back on high. We're going to bring this to a boil. Turn it down. Let it simmer for about 35-45 minutes. Those collards will be right on. Check them, see if they need any more salt or pepper or anything. A little hot sauce will be good with them. Alright fellas, we are done. Right before we pull these greens off, we're going to give them a shot of some Louisiana hot sauce. Just to spice them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of twang, just a splash of apple cider vinegar. About a good tablespoon. Give that a stir. Come over here and see what our smothered fried squirrel look like. Look at there. That is ready to go. Let's get this plated up. Starting off with a plate of rice. I ain't gonna tell you how to cook rice. It's 2 to 1. 1 rice, 2 water, good to go. some of the squirrel dip on here. A good thick rich gravy, look at it. Oh, look at that. Now, some of these collard greens, fresh out of the garden. Set them right there on the side. And there you go. That Smother fried squirrels with rice and fresh collard greens. Alright guys, y'all have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. And hey, go Bucks. It's about 30 minutes to kickoff. I hope they pull it through. Go Tom Brady. You can do it again. See y'all on the next one.